Hey Boots, thank you so much for meeting with me. Occupy New Zealand is stoked to see you here in New Zealand to perform for everyone. And we're really happy that Mana was able to put this together for you.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for being part of it.
I've got a few questions here for you. They're from a web series we did called Warriors of the Global Revolution. And in that series, we were lucky enough to profile Bella Iko, who's a live streaming legend from Auckland.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd like to ask you the same questions that we asked her.
Okay.
Because I'm interested in how your responses contrast.
All right.
The first question is that strong personalities abound in the Occupy movement. Did you ever foresee that you would contribute as meaningfully as you have?
I can't say I foresaw that. I think as an organizer, as someone that is dedicated to trying to create a mass movement and creating a mass movement that turns revolutionary, in which the working class overthrows the ruling class, part of my mission is to try to have an influence in how movements can go more to the left or be more effective. So I didn't foresee even being involved in the Occupy movement, first of all. Like when I first saw it, I thought it was just a mess and chaotic, and I was like, I don't know about this. And through people kind of tricking me to come around, I saw something different. And so yes, I foresaw myself, and part of my mission is to be involved in helping to build movements, but I didn't foresee myself being involved in Occupy.
One of our admins said, activism didn't radicalize me. The state response to activism radicalized me. Can you empathize with that statement?
No, I don't agree with that. For the most part, I can't say about that person's personal thing. I don't think that repression breeds rebellion. I think that repression just is repressive. I think that the only thing that breeds rebellion is organizing. And that there is a difference between activism and organizing, because organizing deals with campaigns that are meant to engage people in something longer than that one fight, or in something longer than that one demonstration or rally, and in something that builds for a bigger movement. But there are many, many historical examples of very repressive governments that did not make people want to fight. In general, I can't say anything about a few people individually here and there. And then there are examples in which people were organized and the state tried to repress people and they fought back. And that's the key to success there.
Activism messages appear to be increasingly penetrating the public consciousness. What is your experience of that awakening?
Yeah, I think that the call of 99% versus the 1% got the idea of class analysis, or got the class line, class consciousness, out to so many more people in the United States, at the very least, than it had ever gotten to before. And I think also many people all over the world want there to be a different system, but they don't think that it's possible. And I think that what happens is that when organizers, activists get involved in campaigns that are winnable, and in which the onlookers see folks win something through power of numbers, and that changes their consciousness to the point that it says, wait, maybe we can do something. So, for instance, Occupy had encampments in every town in the United States. And these were towns in which, people were saying, activists would have told you themselves just a few months before, oh, Nobody's conscious there. Nobody's progressive. Nobody's radical. But there were encampments in all of these towns where there was supposed to be nobody willing to do anything. And people jumped on it as soon as they saw a movement that was possible to grow into something else. Even Fox News did their own survey to their viewers, which are supposedly the most right-wing in the U.S. And they said, does the Occupy theme of the 99% versus the 1% speak to you? And they announced that over the television. People went to the internet to vote on it. 85% of their viewers said it does speak to them. And this is because I think we underestimate the people. We underestimate the working class. It's kind of like the misnomer that people not voting means that they're apathetic. They're not voting because they don't think it does anything. Similarly, with organizing and activism, people don't get involved because they don't think it can win. And we have to show them strategies and tactics that work. And so I think that is how we will affect people more. That's how organizers will affect people more. And to a certain extent, we already have. And we see after Occupy all over the place, especially in places like the United States where there hadn't been, radical movements that were able to be seen. We see that the union struggles got a little bit more militant. We see places like Walmart and fast food, organizing, and that has to do with what happened during Occupy and people's mind states changing because of that.
What was your most satisfying movement? Your most satisfying moment of the Occupy movement today?
Just like down to one moment is when we were marching towards the port on the day of the general strike, and we had no idea how many people were behind us or who was coming. We didn't know what would happen, but we went down this little slope, and a bunch of us had to turn around because we had to stop it to turn around and look, and it was just the most, there were tens of thousands of people marching down just in that first wave.